hair all done up. You braided it yourself. Turn around, let me see the back. Well, I like that zigzag action. That's cute. Girl, I am so sorry it took me so long to get up here to see you. You know that's not like me. Yeah, Nasir told me he was coming to see you, and he invited me both times. But I was like, you know what? Let me fall back so you can spend some time with your husband. You know you my homie Pastrami, Wonder Twin Power for life. Damn. Girl, you know how we rock. I miss you so much. But how you doing? You all right? Oh, thank you. But you look good too. Hey, how did that situation turn out with you and that young chick you was working with down in the salon? Y'all squashed that beef? Okay, because you know I ain't want to have to come back up here, put the Vaseline on my face, do a prison break-in like, what? I don't even know why she tried it with you in the first place. Because I know you the best hairstylist up in here. Do they know that you had your own salon in Brooklyn? If you had employees, bitch, you better let them know you was a boss. And excuse me, but how about all of the top of the line Fifth Avenue couture boosters held exclusive booster parties in your salon? Wasn't nobody else in the hood doing no innovative shit like that but you. Okay, as long as you good. Child, I'm fine. I got so much to tell you. And I have a surprise for you. Y'all. About 2 weeks ago, I'm up in Harlem, and I run into Miss Jefferson. You remember Miss Jefferson? Yes, you do. She was my guidance counselor back in the day when I was locked up in juvenile detention. Yeah, that was my baby. Well, Miss Jefferson was like my jail mother. She was always trying to keep me out of trouble, because you know me, I was running up and down the hallways. She would always bring in homemade cookies and cornbread for the girls in her quilting class. And since I was her favorite, I was like, what's good, Miss Jefferson? Can I live? She was like, Betsy, if you want some of these treats, you have to come to class and sew. And I said, well, give me a needle and some thread, because, girl, you know I wanted some of that damn cornbread. Girl, I wasn't hardly thinking about no quilting class up in juvenile detention. When I got up from her class, and I got hooked. Okay, I'm getting to it. So, boom. So, me and Miss J, we standing on 125th, and she asked me, was I still quilting? Which, honestly, I haven't done since juvie. She ain't like hearing that one bit. She told me that I need to get some fabric pronto. So I started thinking about quilting again. And guess who's going to be the first square on it? You. So let me show you what I treated you to. I gave you an orange full moon, because you're full of potential. And I gave you 3 shooting stars, one for each of your kids. That's Mookie. That's Junebug, and that's Nay Nay. You like it? Oh, thank you, Boo. Yo, I was so happy I ran into Miss Jefferson. She screamed, ow, is that my Betsy Ross? Yup, that's who gave me my nickname. Because when I was in juvie, I had sold a quilt in memory of my father, and I had sold a bunch of Black Panther designs on all the different squares. It was mad fly, yo. She said that my quilt looked more like a Black liberation flag. And I was the best quilter. So she started calling me Betsy. Since my last name is Ross, Betsy Ross. She thought that shit was cute. Yo, her class was so dope. We be up in there eating, laughing, talking about everything under the sun. And Miss Jefferson, she was real cultural and Afrocentric. So she was always teaching us about Black history and stuff like that. Yup, she used to sound just like my dad sometimes. And when I told her that my dad was a Black Panther, and all that had happened to him, girl, she took me under her wing like I was her special project. I can appreciate it now, but at the time, that shit felt like a punishment. Because she went in on trying to school me, giving me extra reading assignments, and the only reason why I went along with it, because she used to let me call my grandmother from her office all the time, and she would sneak me fresh new underwear and regular sanitary napkins. So I ain't have to use them fucked up jail pads. That was my baby, Miss Jefferson. And she told us how these quilts was used during the Underground Railroad to help us escape. Yup. She said that the slaves and the abolitionists, they would sew secret messages and codes into the different patterns of the quilt. So when the slaves was running through the woods trying to escape, if they got to a house and they saw one of these quilts hanging outside, They knew that that house was safe to go to for food and shelter. Miss Jefferson was deep. And you know how niggas be like, ooh, 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 hey, ow, when they be running from the cops? She said that those are ancient tribal calls from back in Africa, and we still doing it and don't even realize the connection. Miss Jefferson was deep. She really inspired me. And you the first one to get it popping again. And look, I gave you a yellow ribbon. Cause you coming home soon. So you know I had to tie a yellow ribbon around that old oak tree. Girl, don't start crying. We said we wasn't gonna cry this visit. Girl, I'm gonna punch you in your neck. You trying to get me to cry already? Come on, cut that out. Okay. Your asthma hasn't been acting up lately, has it? Oh, that's good. I'm dating. This guy named Pablo. Ooh, yo, Hunty is fine. You remember when we watched that John Singleton movie, Baby Boy, together? You remember that scene when Bing Rames was scrambling eggs, naked in the kitchen, drinking that Kool-Aid? Yes! Arms like a bow. And pretty teeth, he got all of them too. He ain't no snaggletooth. And his hair, silky and nappy. He got them smooth buttermilk cornrows. He a black Indian. Yes, he looked just like Tyrone, the beard by the red rooster. What? Sitting bull, but blacker. Crazy horse mixed with Africa. Choctaw, Mississippi buffalo soldier. Holla. He is beautiful and genteel. Talking about, he knows a deer that'll eat right from his hand. Well, you know them deers be scared. Not with him. He said you ain't never lived till you had a fawn nibble apple pieces. A fawn. F-A-W-N. Girl, it's a baby deer, like Bambi. Yeah. Nibble apple pieces out the palm of your hand, or listen to the quiet of the forest, or watch a cow give birth. Girl, he an animal lover. He who talk with squirrels type of brother. Nature boy. Girl, you know me too well. He got his ass locked up selling drugs. I said, oh, don't let the he who talk with squirrels fool you, huh? He showed me some pictures. Papa Don used to push a fat whip. He had a fully equipped black expedition, Rolex on the wrist, bling bling, diamond studded jewels, ice the fuck out. Talking about he was a gun-toting urban pharmacist with a crew of soldiers on the payroll. I was like, well, now isn't that a dichotomy? From bullets, girl, to Bambi. But I told Pablo, I said, look, if you want to be with me and you want this relationship to work, I need to be convinced that you are ready to commit to non-destructive, healthy choices in your life, and that you have left all that illegal hustling and them criminal episodes in the past. See, because you are not the first jailbird, ex-con, class A, B, C, D felon I done dealt with, and I will know if you fucking up before you even fuck up. So don't play me. Now, you might not be addicted to drugs, but you damn sure might still be addicted to the game, and I will know the difference. Because candy sprinkles on top of some shit ain't gonna hide the stink. And I prefer painful honesty over sugar-coated deceit anyway. And since you can't build truth on top of lie, and I'm about building the truth, then just come real with your shit, Poppy. Come real with your shit. I am not here to judge you. Because that is one thing that Betsy the Corn DeRoss does not do is judge. Because the Bible says, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. But I am vengeful. Because I got Scorpio rising, and I can lay in the cut for 10 years to get you back if you cross me. And trust me, it won't take me 10 years to get you back if you cross me. He was like, what, you trying to get gangster? I was like, no, I'm not trying to come off on you gangster or nothing like that. I'm just trying to let you know what you're dealing with up front so you could decide whether or not you want to have a cup of tea with me. Now, have you accepted the challenge to constructively participate and strengthening the community and productively contribute to society by using your entrepreneurial genius and your political savvy to rebuild the ghetto nation and teach the youth options beyond the drug culture? Girl, he was like, yeah. Oh, shit. Curtis, hell no, Joanne. Me and Curtis are never getting back together. After all the shit he put me through, I'm done with that. Finito. I don't need the headache. I don't even know how I let myself fall in love with him. Nigga had good timing. He caught me at a weak moment in my life. You know the breakdown before the breakthrough. No, that's true. We did have a lot of history. I guess that was part of it. But remember, I wasn't paying him no mind at first because he was still hustling. And I don't date drug dealers. My God, but he was so relentless. He just wore me down. And what a ding-dong he turned out to be. And I guess I was Susie Dingbat. Remember how he lied? Talking about he got fired from a job he ain't even have in the first place. Borrowing all kind of money from me like I was the damn ATM machine, which I guess I was. Whatever, you live and you learn. Then he's gonna hand me up at his mama's house. Eating that nasty ass ghetto Kraft macaroni and cheese and spare ribs. And he knows I'm a vegetarian, but I was so goddamn hungry because he done already ate up all the food in my house talking about he gonna give me some money at the end of the week when his unemployment check come in. From what job, nigga, from what job? But I'm the fish-eye fool. Whatever. You live and you learn. And girl, I even let him cook up my emergency pack of chicken wings that I keep in the back of the freezer. Nice with the fried chicken. Girl, what you saying? It be crispy on the outside, moist on the inside, seasoned to perfection. Girl, the meat be falling off the bone. And he know fried chicken wings is my weakness. I am too a vegetarian. Girl, you know fried chicken wings don't count with niggas. You know that shit is genetic. And yo, you remember how he disappeared on me for 2 weeks? I ain't hear from him, no phone call, no text, no nothing. His mother called me up talking about she thought he was with me. I'm worried sick about this nigga. I'm thinking he might be dead or locked back up again. I'm calling hospitals, I'm calling precincts. Till I run into Ock, who told me that he saw Curtis up at the strip club in the Bronx, popping bottles, making it rain on bitches with money he got from me. And had the nerve to call me up talking about what I'm cooking for dinner. He hungry. No, that's not new. I said, no, that's not new. No, this nigga must be hitting the pipe or something. No, enough about Curtis, girl. He is past tense, girl.